Mongoose Jake here with my Tiger 1, and I'm going to actually put together a back-to-back Ace Tinker episode here. It'll be about 15 minutes long or so hopefully you enjoy the slightly longer episode, and hopefully you also enjoy seeing the Tiger 1 featured being played at an Ace level. First game here is on Mountain Pass, and it is a top tier battle, so this is going to be an absolute opposite of what the next battle will be. But in a top tier battle, I actually love the Tiger. The mobility is pretty good. The DPM is fantastic. The 88 is just amazing. But I'm going to take the Tiger and go all the way over to the southwest corner, which is where you should really try to push your force. The ice road needs to be at least watched or held, but you don't want to actually try to push it, or you hope your team doesn't dedicate too much force to it. And here actually looks like a pretty good deployment. And with that said, basically it comes still down to the skill level of the players involved. But the team is actually deploying in an okay way, except for that crazy T-67 who's rushed all the way forward. He's forgot how to use stealth, and basically he's one of those people who has taken the T-67 and used its speed to get himself in trouble. But down here in the southwest, already starting to see targets popping up before I even get into position. And our Chaffee, he's overextended a little bit, and he's going to go down real quick. I was aiming at the T1 Heavy, and the Swedish tank destroyer actually ate the shell, so decided I'll lock onto him, and the 88 actually proves quite reliable in that case, and I actually pick up the first kill for the team. And I eat a shot, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this T1 Heavy by charging forward, because this position is a very, very good position to get into. So with him down, I'm going to turn my attention over here to the Scorpion, who's over hiding behind the cliff, and let's work him down. And my goal is to hurry up and get him out of the way, because he would be one of the most dangerous people. The gun on that's pretty good, but I've already noticed that our ice road force, which you do want somebody over there, a few of them, to hold it, they're struggling. And the enemy team has actually put a very, very heavy amount of tanks over there. So I'm looking to see, we've got a Thunderbolt and an SU-152. If the Thunderbolt goes down, which he did, the SU-152 is simply going to be overwhelmed. That's why you see me already driving back. And again, the Tiger is pretty mobile for a heavy. So there's no reason for me just to keep trundling on forward blindly to the enemy base. This is a case of use the minimap, see where the problem is, and react. It's like that. I had already seen the SU-152. He's gonna get surrounded, and if he turns one way, if he wants to engage the Panzer III-4 that's over there, well, he's gonna get hit by the SU or the ISU over there. No, IS. Gotta correct myself here. So many Russian vehicles. But if he turns to face one, the other can get around him, because he's a turretless tank destroyer with a long reload. And that's exactly what happens. It looked like he tried to turn to face the Panzer that had flanked him, and then the IS-2, which would be the Chinese version of the IS, he took him out. And just in time, I get back to base, and here comes that IS-2. He hasn't seen me yet. Now all of a sudden he realized, wait a minute, there's a Tiger. And the Panzer he's going up over, I need to get rid of him to keep the numbers reduced and keep everybody in front of me. So I'm going to work down the IS, and I see that there's a one-shot T-34, and again, got to keep the numbers lower. And I've got the rate of fire advantage big time over the IS-2. So I eat the shot. There's no reason for me to pull back. I have more than enough time to reload and kill him before he even has probably half his reload finished. Now the AT2, I can easily go through the front of him. I just don't want to sit in front of his gun. A couple shots into him. That's taken care of. And all of a sudden, I'm looking, it's like, I've got 7 kills. And the battle's turned around. So all I need to do is not make big mistakes here. And I should be able to easily finish off this KB2. As you see me just picking him apart, even just through the corner of his turret. Now he's going to reload again and hit me here. But now with my reload compared to his, he'll have around about a 20-second reload, and I reload in just over 5. So I'm going to have multiple chances to get shots in on him, and I've reduced him down to a one-shot kill and right through the front of his mallet. And that seals the win. Got a Radley Walters, of course the Ace Tanker, high caliber, and if you got a Radley Walters, you get a Top Gun as well. But that's basically a Tiger doing what it should when top tier. I flexed back to base when I seen there was a problem on the other flank, and I was able to basically demolish everybody. And because I had the terrain to work with to keep my hull safe, it seemed very easy, actually. On a complete contrast, here I am. This is actually only a few games later. Here I am playing it while bottom tier and on the Abbey map. So a whole different scenario. Much bigger, more dangerous vehicles, and I wasn't focused on by artillery at all. There's some foreshadowing for you. But we have actually top tier artillery in this battle. And some top tier heavies that could cause quite a bit of problem. But still, that one good thing about the Tiger is the fact that you do have a very, very good weapon to work with. I personally think that the 88 L71 is the best weapon of any tier 7 heavy. Everybody can feel free to disagree. I know a lot of people love the Oni with the howitzer. Some people love the big damage of the Russian 122s or the T-29's 105. But for me, the accuracy, the penetration, and the fast reloading DPM based gun that the Tiger has is just, it suits me better. And that's all it is, personal preference. But I am going to take the high road here and go up above, because I am hoping that I'll encounter the lighter vehicles that are quicker, like you see the enemy T-43 has moved up above. Normally you'll find your fast-moving vehicles on the upper road here on the west, and the slower, more heavily armored vehicles will be down below. I get spotted making the turn there, and I'm going to pull up. So I'm looking to see who's supporting the T-43, or is he actually alone? And already, I'm a bottom tier vehicle, and there's their M4043 firing at me. It's like this is my normal life. I get focused on by artillery a lot, and I do especially in this game here. So there's the T-43's backup, which is the premium FV201. I trade hits with the T-43, and that's something you can do with a Tiger and come out ahead in most cases, because I have more hit points, I have more alpha, and I have more DPM than the T-43. And he's actually getting hit from the tanks that I have, that allies I have over in the middle. So he's being damaged, but now here comes the FV-3805. He's picking on me. That's that's the enemy top tier artillery. But I still managed to survive the barrage I'm ammo racked, I'm stunned, and Klaus Kellerman comes to mind right now. But I finish off the T-43. The enemy T-34, he had missed, so that's why I knew I had all the time in the world to sit there and just aim in. You see me side scraping. He actually bounced a shot off my side, and you got to keep in mind, this is what I'm doing here is I'm keeping track of who's firing at me. The FV has a very fast reload as he goes down. The T-34 reloads in around about 12 seconds, I believe. So if he misses or bounces, I can actually get 2 shots in if I feel like exposing myself for that long. But the whole time I'm thinking is I'm about to get hit by artillery, probably. And for some reason, they turned their attention away from me for a little bit. And I realized, wait a minute. We have guys who have won the East and are pushing around. So that's probably the only reason why I am not getting focused on still. The artillery is under duress. And sure enough, one of their artillery is already dead. So I actually get a little bit of a break. Till there. Even though his base is lost, he's still trying to focus on me. It drives me nuts sometimes. And the only thing I can think of is that it must be due to XVM. I show up as blue on XVM, and they must see, ooh, blue thing, shoot it. Even if I'm bottom tier, even if they're losing, and the Tiger P over in the east would be the higher priority target if I was an artillery player, because he's the one pushing their base. But artillery is something you gotta live with. But here I am, just clinging to life and finding that this big rock outcropping is my best friend, and knowing that I had seen their top tier heavy coming around the corner and moving up, it looked like. So I'm hoping our mouse chin will move up and take their attention away. But what I'm fully suspecting is, with the score what it is, the enemies are going to be looking for easy kills. And a Tiger with under 200 hit points, most people say, well, that's going to be an easy kill. And my only support is a tier 7 medium. So these guys are probably looking for kills. And I sneak a shot in through the weak spot on the Russian heavy. Artillery finishes them off, and I'm tracking the enemy Tiger, who has way more hit points, because I'm trying to see if our artillery can support. And I should have went for the retracking there. I do get it there, and I move in, because my only hope is to get him forced into shooting my turret. But get both of us tag team him, and we take him out, and we actually both of us survive as tier 7s. He was telling me a good job, and I wanted to pause to thank him for all the help in the P-43, because if either one of us had went down, the other would have as well. But that's just showcasing some bottom tier teamwork there from a complete random player. And without us holding that up there, who knows how that could have turned out. I mean, it turns out to be as he actually, my random buddy goes down, ends up being a 15-8 win. So not even close, but it seemed closer the whole time, and it felt like a very hard-earned win from my perspective. But again, that was an ace, and this one felt like a little more earned. But it showcased the Tiger again, while top tier, and now this time while bottom tier. So hopefully you liked it, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing the two perspectives. And you can always pause and actually see all the results here. I'll go through the 3 screens so you can see I didn't fire premium ammo in either battle. So you don't need to rely on it with a Tiger, and that's one of its best strengths. This is Mongoose Jake with my 2 battles featuring the Tiger. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.